As soon as Jason staggered out of the ward, Ethan tossed a new phone into Susan's hand with effortless precision. She caught it instinctively, her brows furrowing in surprise. When she powered it on, a recording file popped up on the screen, the very one containing Jason's full confession. "It's up to you to handle the recording," Ethan said, his voice cool but commanding. His dark eyes narrowed. "Curb your temper next time." Susan's fingers tightened around the phone as he continued. "You lost the bidding because you didn't safeguard your design properly." His tone was sharp, almost cutting. "Treat this as a lesson. You need to be wary of everyone in the workplace." For a moment, Susan stared at him, dazed, conflicted. She had been so sure that Ethan was colluding with President Sawyer, so sure that Sophia had only won the bidding because of manipulated connections. But now, why would he go this far? To help me? Did Sophia lie? Her thoughts spiraled, unable to find a clear answer. "Why are you spacing out again?" Ethan's irritated voice snapped her back to reality. His dark gaze hardened, clearly expecting some immediate gratitude. "I'm just... nothing." She quickly lowered her gaze, voice soft but sincere. "Anyway, thank you." Ethan let out a derisive scoff. "You should thank me," he mocked. "But saying it like this means nothing." Susan blinked, then smiled faintly. "Fine." A spark of mischief lit her eyes. "Once I recover, I'll make you roast pork." Before he could respond, she added playfully, "You can't eat it every day, though. You might get a fatty liver." Ethan's brows furrowed in annoyance. "Who said I like roast pork?" he snapped. "I only tolerated it because, out of all the mediocre dishes you cooked, it was the least disgusting." Susan stifled a giggle, biting her lip. He likes it, but refuses to admit it. Despite her lingering confusion and wounded pride, she couldn't help but feel lighter somehow. "Fine. My fault. I've reflected on my terrible cooking skills." Her tone turned more serious. "By the way, how much was the phone? The caregiver? The hospital charges?" Her voice trailed off, tinged with embarrassment. She couldn't help but worry she didn't have much money left. Ethan's expression turned cold. "No need." His voice was curt. "I'll count it as payment." "Payment?" she echoed, puzzled. "For being a cook." His words were clipped, almost reluctant, as if saying more would damage his pride. Susan's eyes widened, lips trembling with suppressed laughter. He was impossible. Before she could speak again, Ethan cut her off. "I'm not desperate for such a miserable amount of money." His voice turned cool and detached once more. "I'm heading back to the office." His sharp gaze lingered briefly on her. "The caregiver will handle your discharge tomorrow." Without another glance, he turned sharply and strode out of the ward, leaving her alone with the phone and far too many unanswered questions. At 11 a.m., Helen burst into the ward, her face flushed with worry and anger. "Are we even friends anymore?" she snapped, crossing the room in hurried strides. "You didn't tell me anything. If I hadn't asked for young Master Kelly's contact number, I wouldn't have known you were in the hospital." Susan sighed, feeling a twinge of guilt. "I dropped my phone. Haven't gotten my SIM card replaced yet." Helen's expression softened as she gently clutched Susan's hand, her earlier anger fading into concern. What actually happened last night? She asked carefully. Did you really become an undercover agent for the police? Susan's eyes widened briefly, realizing what must have happened. The police must have issued an official statement, likely Ethan's doing. What's circulating online right now? She asked cautiously. Helen's eyes sparkled with curiosity, but shifted uneasily. Some people believe it, others don't. Susan sighed, a bitter smile tugging at her lips. Figures. Some people have been waiting for me to fall. With quiet resolve, Susan explained the previous day's bidding fiasco, Sophia's scheme, Jason's betrayal, and her public humiliation. Helen's face darkened with growing fury. Jacob's such a... she hissed. How could he hit you like that? He used to treat you so well. What happened to him? Maybe. He never really loved me, Susan said quietly, her voice tinged with resigned bitterness. He only cared about the pampered young heiress from the wealthy Drew family. It didn't matter who she was, as long as she fit the role. Her lips curved mockingly, though the pain lingered in her eyes. Helen fumed, pacing restlessly. You deserve better. Suddenly, her eyes lit up. Wait, have you seen the news this morning? Susan blinked, caught off guard. News? Helen nodded eagerly. Apparently, the head of California Culture and Technology Center, President Sawyer, was caught accepting bribes. He's suspended and under investigation. Susan's breath hitched. What? She whispered, stunned. How is that even possible? Helen grinned triumphantly. Why would I lie to you? Look, let me show you. With a few taps, Helen pulled up the latest headline on her phone and showed Susan the article. Susan stared wide-eyed, her mind racing. This can't be. Could this really be Ethan's doing? Helen beamed in satisfaction. Serves them right. Drew Corp must have bribed Sawyer, but it backfired spectacularly. Her eyes gleamed with delight. All those big design companies spent months preparing for that bidding event, only for it to be canceled overnight. Someone powerful must have made a move against them. Susan's thoughts spun, the weight of the coincidence settling heavily on her chest. Offended someone. She couldn't shake the feeling that Ethan was somehow involved. But why would he go this far? For her? Her mind couldn't find the answer, but for the first time in what felt like forever, she allowed herself a faint smile. Sophia's victory turned to ash. At Drew Corp Building Design Group. Crash! The ashtray shattered against the wall, scattering sharp shards across the floor. Noah Drew's face twisted in rage, his chest heaving as he fought for control. Sophia flinched, cowering by the corner like a scolded child. She had never seen her father this furious before, and the sight terrified her. Just last night, Drew Corp's top management had celebrated her bidding victory with a lavish feast. She'd basked in their praise, savoring the sweet taste of success. But now, her hands trembled. President Sawyer? Arrested? If his bribery scandal was exposed, it would ruin everything. Sophia's wide, panicked eyes darted toward her mother, silently pleading for help. Luna stepped forward, placing a reassuring hand on her daughter's shoulder. Don't worry, she said smoothly, masking her own unease. Considering your father's connections, he'll fix this. Noah's jaw clenched, anger still blazing in his sharp gaze. Even if I can fix it, Drew Corp's reputation will still be damaged beyond repair. His voice cracked, heavy with frustration. Luna's brows knitted in disapproval. "This isn't Sophia's fault," she snapped. "She did her best. Anyone in her position would have been caught up in this mess." Her tone turned icy. Someone clearly set up President Sawyer. Before Noah could respond, the office doors burst open. The general manager rushed in, face drained of color. "Mr. Drew, bad news." His voice trembled with urgency. "We just got word that the Chelsea Sports Stadium project organizers canceled our contract." Noah's eyes widened in shock. "What?" "And that's not all," the general manager pressed, sweat beading on his forehead. "Holmes International Hotel pulled out too. They've decided against partnering with us." A heavy silence fell over the room. Noah's vision blurred with fury and disbelief. These were two massive projects he'd spent years securing, both gone in an instant. The general manager hesitated before delivering the final blow. "And our application to showcase at the World Expo in South Africa has been rejected outright." The words landed like a sledgehammer. Noah staggered, clutching the edge of the desk for support. Everything I built was destroyed. He'd spent decades guiding Drew Corp toward global recognition, carefully navigating the cutthroat industry. And now, it was all falling apart. His voice trembled, more to himself than anyone else. "I've always been cautious. Never offended anyone important." A tense pause stretched. Suddenly, Sophia's hesitant voice broke the silence. "Could it be Susan?" "Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to badmouth her." Sophia's tone softened, calculated and carefully measured. "It wasn't a big deal when Susan dragged me out of Culinary Corner restaurant back then. But Janet and Cindy were furious." Her eyes narrowed thoughtfully. "Ruth's the Martin family's precious daughter, and Lucinda Baker. Susan's connected to some seriously powerful people." Luna's face darkened, her lips tightening into a sharp line. "It has to be Susan." Her voice dripped with venom. "That menace." She slammed her palm on the desk. "Setting aside the restaurant incident, she's always been unreasonable." Before Noah could respond, the general manager stepped forward, hesitating. "Mr. Drew, there's something else you might not know." His voice wavered, uncertain whether to continue. Noah's eyes narrowed. "Speak." A live video surfaced on one of those shady platforms. The general manager's voice dropped, almost a whisper. It showed compromising footage featuring the second young lady. "What?" Noah's face twisted in disbelief. "The police barged in just in time, arrested everyone, and took down the footage. They claimed that the second young lady was working as an undercover agent." "What undercover agent?" Sophia's voice rose, a mix of shock and feigned concern. "She's not even with the police. How could she?" Luna's expression turned icy, her teeth clenched in thinly veiled rage. "Undercover agent, my foot," she hissed. "She probably pretended to be one after getting caught." Her fists clenched. "The police must have saved her and made up that ridiculous story to cover her shame." The general manager shifted uneasily. "That's exactly what the industry is saying." His voice turned grim. "People are whispering that second young lady's personal life is messy." His pause lingered, heavy with implication. "Her reputation is already heavily tarnished."
To listen to the full audio series, install the Pocket FM app now.